you very much. It's a pleasure to talk to the lovely Ugandans. I'm in Lusaka, Zambia. Lusaka is very fine and it's raining right now as I'm talking. We're going into the rainy season.
Okay, you bring us up to speed how the championship, the 2024 National Rally Championship has unfolded. That said, you guys held the last event which was called the AutoGuard Engineering Rally 2024, won by Mohamed Issa, but the championship was won by some other drivers. So bring us up to speed how the year has unfolded for you guys.
Yes, thank you very much, Kesh. So it was an interesting rally event, which was the 6th and final round of the National Motor Rally Championship. So the final round attracted 14 entries. So initially it was supposed to be about 16 or so. Then two drew last minute. One of them is Zube Issa, who is the young brother to Muhammad Issa. So 14 altogether entered. So these events were held. So there was a qualifying stage, which was in Lusaka at the famous ZESCO flyover bridge within the Central Business District. So this one brought a lot of memories because it was last held at that area like 8 years ago in 2016. And the one who won it when it was held in 2016, it was the late Muna Singh Senior, who is the two-time African champion, 2005 and 2006. So it brought a lot of memories when drivers were competing over there. And also, fans enjoyed watching there because like they were watching all the vehicles in one area. So it was very interesting and drivers moving at high speed. So that one, the qualifying stage was won by Muna Singh Jr., who was second actually when it was held 8 years ago. He was second from his father, Muna Singh Senior. So a lot of memories. Then the following day, it went to Fringilla in Chisamba, which is the central part of Zambia. Also there, some years back, Fringilla used to be the host of motor rally events. So it was also being held for the first time in 7 years. So when it was hosted there, the late Muna Singh Senior was still competing. So also it brought some memories. And one of the stages, it was marked as a head-to-head stage. It was very interesting. So for instance, the ultimate winner, Muhammad Issa, was paired with the 15-year-old Seth Gomes. Actually is very much upcoming and doing very well. He will be someone to watch in future. He's only 15, but he gave a lot of them a good run for their money, because overall in that round he finished second. The first was Muhammad Issa. Overall in that round he was very fast, then followed by Seth Gomes, who finished second. Kyle Latif is the one who won the national championship. First time he's winning the national rally title. It has just been won by others like Leroy Gomes, who has dominated in the recent past. But this time it was won by Kyle Latif. So Kyle Latif is the brother-in-law to Leroy Gomes. So he's the one who won it this time around, because he had participated actually in more events, because there were 6 altogether. He participated in all of them, while Muhammad Issa only participated in 4 events. So in the 4 events that he participated, he's done very well. He won all of them. So if he had started like maybe from the beginning, maybe this time it was going to be Muhammad Issa to win it. By the way, Muhammad Issa is the former African rally champion. He won it in 2012. So overall it was an interesting event to watch. A lot of people had come to watch. So out of the 14 that entered, at least I would say 90% finished. So 12 vehicles finished. Only 2 failed to finish. One of them is Farouk Tikle. He's been a regular on the Zambian motorsport scene. By the way, Farouk Chikle just lost his father in September. Azim Chikle, the veteran motor rally driver, who died. We are very sad in Zambia for losing Azim Chikle. He was not missing. He was competing with his famous Toyota Land Cruiser, so he was not missing in this rally. So this year, this final round, one of his sons, Imran Chikle, is the one who was driving the Land Cruiser in remembrance of Azim Chikle. Then all the three sons were actually competed in this final round. So there was Imran Chikle, there was Yazdan Chikle, and Farouk Chikle, who failed to finish because he grazed a tree as he was racing, and so his rear wheel on the right side almost came out, so he couldn't finish. So overall, that's how it was, Kesh.
Okay, thank you very much for that update. Then we've seen Leroy Gomez shift from sporting into administration. Any reasons why he did that? Could you be informed of way of any reasons that's why he left competition? Should you say that he won it all, having dominated in Zambia and as well winning the era in 2022?
Yes. So Leroy Gomez really dominated. I can say, took over from the Singhs who've been dominating in the recent past. Obviously, we know the record and the dominance that they've caused on the African scene. We know from one family we've had 3 winners of the African Rally title. Obviously, Satwan Singh winning it 8 times. That's a record. None of the African drivers has matched that record 8 times. Then followed by the late Muna Singh Senior with 2 titles, and then Justice Singh with 1 title in 2013. So Leroy Gomez came on the scene, and he dominated really. First participating with Mitsubishi Evolution 9, then later on moved to the Ford Fiesta R5. So he's going to administration now. He is the vice president. He thought that it was something that he needed to do. Of course, I'm in touch with Leroy Gomez, his wife, Tesla Gomez, very nice people. And people obviously proposed his name that he should stand as a vice president because of what he's done as a competitor. So I think even 1 year has not clocked from the time he was elected as vice president. So far so good, but this year actually he would have completed all the races, but something happened. Firstly, he injured his shoulder, so he couldn't continue. Then after he recovered, tried to compete, but again his vehicle developed a fault, so he couldn't finish, like he couldn't complete the race. But I was talking to the wife, Tesla Gomez, who was saying they're coming back in full force in 2025. So it was just temporal. Despite him being in leadership, he's still very much around, and he'll be competing next year. So Tesla was actually navigating his son. Was navigating her son, Seth Gomez, who actually will pose a great threat come maybe the next two or 3 years or so. He will be a dominant force. So she's the one who was navigating him. So I deliberately asked her a question that, okay, so who would you navigate for come next year? Because Seth will be competing, and also your husband will be competing. She laughed and said, well, I will obviously navigate for my husband, who is Leroy Gomez. Obviously, Seth has been navigated by his uncle. So he was just committed this time around. That's how the mother came on board to navigate the son, Seth Gomez. So next year, I will be seeing Leroy Gomez competing despite him being in leadership.
Okay, Madam, thank you very much. Our